Greetings and welcome to this other session of Excel, where we shall be looking at increase of employees' wages and how to compute that and many more in this number. So we are looking at the payroll of Kampala Computer Enterprises for the month of February. Enter the following data as it appears in the table below in a worksheet and save it as client. So there is our table. We need to enter this information into our Microsoft Excel. So this data has been entered. We can do some formatting, especially for those headings. So if I can make formatting of the headings, and then I can also increase maybe font and put it about 12 so that I'm able to wrap text a bit like that. Okay, so this I can decide to put it centered like that. Yes, so you try all those options and ensure that the data is now in the right position. Okay, so let's now work on the first question, where we are looking at the this column is highlighted. We can highlight edge, give that color. Okay, so the first question says, due to inflation, the management increased the wages of employees who earn 300,000 and below by 20%, and for those who earn above 300,000 by 15% for the month of September. Using an appropriate function, compute the new wage for each employee in the month of September. So this is very easy. So when you have a new column for September wage, we are going to use if function, and then the if function will be as follows. We write equal signs if, we open the brackets, we say D2, where we have our August wage, is less 300,000, comma, we select D2 times the increased percentage. So those who are below 300,000 were increased by 20%. That means that you get 100 plus 20, which is 120%. And then you put also those of below, those of above 300,000. For them, they were increased by 15%. So get D2 times 100 plus 15%, which is 115%. That is it. Hopefully you are getting it. That is how we do the increment. If it was a reduction, you get 100 minus that percentage which was reduced. That's what you multiply with the figures. So here we are looking at the increase. So from there, I can press enter and then I fill. Okay, next we are looking at part B, where they are telling us to add columns for September PAYE, September NSSF, September NET PAY. Yes, so we are looking at SEP PAYE. We are supposed also to add SEP NSSF. Then we are looking at September NET PAY. Okay, so after adding those columns, we are told, number C, calculate pay as you earn, payee tax, given that its rate is 8% of gross wage. So at this point, gross wage is this one. So we get equal signs, open brackets, that is E2 times 8%. You close brackets and press enter. So that is our September payee. We continue. After calculating payee, thereafter calculate the second oldest age in B9. So we come to our B9 to calculate the second oldest age in B9. So with this, we shall use the large function. Equal signs, large. You open the brackets, highlight the range for age. You put a comma. We need second position, so you put 2 and you close the brackets. There we shall get the second largest figure, which is 33. So meaning that the highest is 47, followed by 33, and the order continues downwards. Then they are telling us that D, NSSF is calculated at 3% of gross wage. Calculate NSSF saving for September employees. So here we go equal signs, open the brackets, we select September wage times 3%, times 3%, close the brackets, press enter. Then you autofill to get the rest of the answers. We move forward. They are telling us to use a suitable formula to generate the net pay that will be available for each employee. So with net pay, we shall get equal signs, can open brackets. We are getting September wage minus payee minus NSSF. Close the brackets and press enter. So that will be the available net pay after payee and NSSF are deducted. Continuing, we are told that in the totals row, compute the totals for all columns having currencies. So we calculate the totals here, and these are the ones that have currencies. Equal signs sum. We open the bracket and select our range, close the brackets, press enter. After getting the totals for the first column, you can autofill the rest rightwards like that. You get the totals in the rest of the columns. Next, they are telling us to add, G, in cell C10, use the count if function to count how many are managers. So at this point, we are coming to C10 here to calculate how many are managers in this column of position. So let's calculate how many are managers. There we shall use count if, equal signs, count if, open brackets, select the range of the positions, you put a comma, you open quotes, we are counting how many are managers. So at this point, you can see the word manager is appearing at the end. They are first titles before manager. So the first titles will be represented by a star. After putting a star, then I put manager. Like that. Close your quotes, close your brackets. That is how we shall compute for managers. So we press enter. They are telling us that managers are 5. We have general manager, training manager, marketing manager, production manager, and advertising manager. Okay, next they are telling us to add SHS symbol as a suffix to your values in the table. SHS as a currency symbol or a suffix. So meaning that these are our values that need the suffix SHS. So you can highlight them, right click, you go to format cells. If you don't go by that, you can highlight, then on your home ribbon you go to format, and then you will choose format cells. So at this very point we are going to go under currency. When you go to currency, we are not told any decimal places. You can reduce it to 0. Then symbol here, to put SHS, we shall first put UGX, for example. So on your keyboard, you can look for UGX and press them consecutively. UGX. So here it comes, UGX. So after selecting UGX as a symbol, we need to customize this and have SHS. So after selecting UGX, I can come to custom, and then here where you see how the sample looks like, then we need to change UGX to SHS. In case you are told UGX only, after putting it there you can click OK. So but we need to change it to SHS. So in this format of type, just remove UGX, this one only, and put SHS like that. You can see how the symbol looks like. From there you can click OK. So there we are done. Where you get hash hash, it means that your column width is not wide enough, so you can expand a little bit. For the values to fit. Okay, that is how we customize to get SHS. Next, we are looking at applying a green line color or borders outline to all cells with data. So we select, then we come to our border section here on the home tab. So from there we choose all borders. So after putting all borders like that, but they told us it was supposed to be green, you can come back to all borders, you move down, you scroll down, we have line color, you can choose green. So that is how we put our border to green. So alternatively, like that, alternatively we can highlight. After highlighting, we right click, we go to format cells. After going to format cells, choose border, then after border choose color, green, then select your border here, put it outline, put it inside, click OK. Click outside, your border will appear. Next, on our question, we are looking at select the names column, September wages, and generate a 3D clustered column graph with appropriate data labels to be saved as employee pictorial data. So at this point, we select the names and September wages. We go to insert, then we come to chart. At this point, we have been asked a 3D, so we select that 3D. After getting our 3D, remember we have been told that we save this graph as pictorial data. So you can right click and choose Move Chart, or on your chart design tab here, choose Move Chart, and then you put it on a new sheet called pictorial employee pictorial data. Yes, employee pictorial data, and then we click OK. So our graph will be moved to a new sheet, and our data is right away on this sheet 1. So with employee pictorial data, we need to add a title at least. So in your chart, you can go to chart design and see how best you can have your chart laid. So here we can come to layout. So on quick chart layout, you can choose how your chart will appear. For example, when you look at this one, it shows that you will have a title and a key to the right. This one will only provide you with a title. Then this one will provide you with a title and the x-axis. Yes. Then when you look at this one, will provide you with a title, x-axis, and the y-axis plus the key. Okay. Yeah, that one. Layout 9. So I choose layout 9. After choosing layout 9, here is the title, that is the y-axis, that is the z-axis. So title, here we can click and we edit. This is a 3D column graph, a 3D clustered column graph, showing names and SEP wages. That is our title. Then here we have our SEP wages. We can edit that. And then down here we have names. Yes, we have customized our graph, and that's how it appears with the labels we were asked. Then K says fill your bars with a green horizontal brick pattern. Wow. So here these are our bars, so we can click in one of your bars. Then to the right you will have the format data series options. The first one is the fill. So fill and line, when you go under fill and line, you will come to pattern fill. When you click on pattern fill, we have been asked to choose the brick pattern, so you keep pointing as you read. So this is the horizontal brick. I select, then color, you choose green like that, so I can close. I save changes. So that's how we format our graph to have the bricks, and then add your name and class as a right aligned footer and print your work in landscape. So with this we can do it to our sheet 1. We go to insert, then we need to put the headers and footers. So at this point under insert, we need our headers and footers. I click there. We have been told to put it in the footer to the right. So we have left, center, right. So that we have been told to put it to the right. And here we need our name and class. So I can put my names. Something like that. Then I go back to header. I click in my work. You can see my work has been split because it is still in portrait. So I can go to page layout, orientation, landscape. So here all my work is fitting on one page. So save changes, and that is it all. Thank you for taking your time to learn more of what you never understood with that question of English. Subscribe to my channel, share with a colleague to get more knowledge with Excel. God bless.